Okay, so short and sweet little video. I just want to make sure that we all understand the main takeaway from lesson 4 Desmos notes yesterday. So, what we started to compare, Hazel, stop it. Well, we started to compare our quadratic functions versus exponential functions. Okay, remember quadratic functions have an exponent of a 2, and exponentials have an exponent that's an x or a variable. Okay, so what I pulled here is a Hazel, stop. What I pulled here is a Desmos screenshot. So I have graphed two different functions. I've got a quadratic function and an exponential function. So the top one, that's my f of x equals x squared, is my quadratic because it has the 2 as the exponent. And then my g of x is the exponential because it has the x as the exponent. Okay, so that's the difference between quadratic and exponential. The quadratic function is the red one, and the exponential is the blue one. Okay, so that's what I have here, quadratic red, exponential. So there was a question in the Desmos notes where you had to graph a quadratic and an exponential and say which one had higher values as x increased, and a lot of you guys said the quadratic function. So I just want to point out here, if I'm looking, I said that let's look at an input of 6. So I took 6 and I put it in there for x in both functions. And then my output is what I have these arrows pointing to. So at an input of 6, that would be this black line going straight up. Okay, my output for the quadratic, which is my red, is 35, whereas the output for my exponential, the blue one, is 60. So clearly 60 is a much bigger number than 35, okay? And as you guys can see, that's just at an input of 6. That blue line is going to increase faster and faster and faster as I would spread out. So that blue line is always going to be above the red line, which means our point, that the big takeaway, exponential functions, it doesn't matter what the function is, will always eventually, Hazel, stop it! Clearly, my dog is having I think she sees a squirrel outside. Exponentials will always eventually grow faster than quadratics, okay? So exponentials grow really, really fast. We saw that in the last unit. Quadratics don't grow as fast. So that is the big takeaway of the lesson. If you can identify exponential versus quadratic, the exponential will always eventually grow faster than the quadratic. And that's the main takeaway. That's what you needed to know. That's going to help you on today's McGraw-Hill assignment. Now I'm going to go let my dog chase a squirrel. So